What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video here, I'm going to give my full non-spoiler review for Mortal Kombat 2. Just got out the theaters last night. Dropped a little video, just giving my out-of-theater reaction, sitting in the car. But man, I wanted to go ahead and just kind of talk about it. I might spill just a little bit of spoilers, just a little bit of spoilers. But man, I want to go ahead and just straight up say, man, you know, this movie was a straight up flawless victory for me, man. I grew up playing the original Mortal Kombat's when they came out and still play the game to this day. And I want to tell you, man, they did so many great things and added so many elements from every generation of this game. They added that into this movie, and I thought it did a really good job. Now, was this movie a perfect movie? Nah, there's definitely some. You can finally pick a little bit of flaws here and there, but I want to tell you, when it comes to the combat itself, when it comes to the fighting, when it comes to the matchups, when it comes to the scenery, the background, the camera shots, they hit the mark in every single way in those regards, right? Now there are parts in the story where it you might find like, all right, let's get back to fighting. Sure, here, whatever. But I want to say the pacing, they actually did a really good job with that. When it comes to adding, of course, the dramatic elements, the acting parts, and driving the story, but also keeping it action packed, right? And the addition to some new characters, right? First of all, got to talk about it. Johnny Cage, man. We got Carl Urban, Billy Butcher coming in and in the role of Johnny Cage. And at first, I was like, okay, all right, let's see where this goes. I enjoy Carl Urban as an actor, but him as Johnny Cage, he really hit the element. This is Johnny Cage kind of at the end of his career. He's sitting there in one of those little Comic Cons. He's he no nobody likes Johnny Cage really like that anymore. But and he gets chosen, and it's a really good movie. And then we got the characters coming back. We even got Yeoman Johnson. I mean, Cole Young from the first one. I call him Yeoman Johnson because let's just be honest. We knew he was going to be the first one to die in this movie, but did he? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil that. But uh we also got, of course, Baraka joining it from what we saw. Kung Lao is back. We saw him and Liu Kang fighting, and I want to say I'm not gonna spoil it because we know they fight in the trailer. That is by far the best part of this movie. The sequence with Johnny Cage and Baraka, which we also saw in the trailer, absolutely awesome. But Baraka's character really stands out. You'll enjoy his time when he's on the screen. Um, we got Shao Kahn coming into the mission, Katana, Sindel. I mean, they did such a great job. Not these actors, one, did a great job of depicting these characters, but they did a really good job with how they kind of made the direction for these characters. The writing of it all, and I I really really enjoyed it. I'm geeking out because I want to go see it again. I was kind of upset when it ended. I was like, man, do we get more combats, man? I want to watch another fight scene. But they did a great job. And to spoil just a little bit, with the way everything transpires in the film, I am without a doubt believe that they're going to be making a number three. They're going to be making a number three, and it's going to be awesome, man. But what a great time at the theaters. I encourage everyone, go and watch this film, man. It reminded me very much of. Honestly, it stands out to itself, but it kind of I when I'm watching it, man, I felt like I was watching that first one from like 1995, man, and that was just super fun, man. And I enjoyed the last one that they made, that one that came out during COVID. I believe it was like 2022, I believe, or 2021. It was released on HBO Max. I enjoyed that too. That had its flaws, but look at the time of when it was made. But everything that they got right in that first one, they intensified it, and they just kept adding to it in this one, and it made for a great experience. It made a 2 hour movie feel like, man, like it was an hour and 20 minutes, man. It was just absolute fun, and high energy, funny, very funny at times. But the fighting, the depictions of the characters, the use of the fatalities, and the different the powers that these individuals have, man. It's just super fun, man, and I could talk about it all day. But go and see Mortal Kombat 2, man. What a great movie. But for my rating for this film, I like to do ratings from 1 to 10. I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. The only reason I give it an 8 out of 10 because, of course, like I said, there are some cheesy parts, and there's parts where you're like, all right, let's get back to the fighting. But man, that's just me nitpicking. But other than that, man, this movie is an 8 out of 10. It's a flawless victory from a Mortal Kombat, a video game adaptation film. It was great, man. Go and watch it. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more movie reviews, movie content, reactions, and see you guys next time.